Salutare tovarăși, bine ați revenit în Considerați Divinity Original Sin 2, ediția definitivă, pe mecoana pare că eu, alternativ, pe Palora pentru români. Avem un sac, investigează cu un sac. E ok, fai, m-a stămat să umblu pe un butoaie. Hello.
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
Asta e aeroturgere în vrăj de... goal to match the balance. Aici era butonul. Vrăj de magia aerului. Cough and ask if the ground is as interesting as all that.
The ground? I don't know what you... I'm just trying to work it out. What happened?
Oh, what's on your mind?
My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why?
I've asked myself the same questions.
Naturally. How could one not? We've used Source for thousands of years. We have used it to heal, to grow. How can it be that it suddenly summons these horrors from the void? And when will Alexander ascend to divinity? We cannot continue like this.
Dacă zici tu. Mai departe, fișrac. Surprinzător. Pe cârpa de pește, e pește. Nu știu dacă vă așteptați la așa ceva. Cuie, iau cuie.
Watch yourself.
No? Needle.
What do you want, freak?
Distinctive Amadovir? I mean, they chat or whatever. I'm just having a look around.
I got my good eye on you, bub.
There's some things I'd like to discuss.
Make it quick.
Do you know how the Magisters intend to cure the people of Source?
Hell if I know. Don't rightly know if it can be done. If they take the source out of you, what are you?
What do you know about the Voidwoken?
I never seen one myself, but me cousin up in Gore said one appeared from the clear sky one day and ate up every child under the age of 12. I don't know where they come from, but without the Divine, there ain't much we can do to stop them. Sure, Pelham made it as far as the Hollow Marshes even. They dragged his corpse back the next day. Head pulled clean off by a ghost. I saw it myself.
N-ai văzut-o fantoma? Sau doar că era capul smuls?
Mind your manners round Griff, eh?
Cred că l-am omorât.
This is Fort Joy.
A delivery. Surely you'll have one.
What a crumbling disaster.
Scrab, snake face.
Man, nu ăla e.
Rations, these.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm very tired. Abominably tired. Beg your pardon.
Eu cred că deja avem pantaloni și am dat banii degeaba pantalonii. Vrei un pic de mâncare? Am un pic de mâncare.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so
Da,
much.
caracter nu vrea asta. Alright. Take your leave. Prințul Roșu continuă să ardă în flăcări pentru mine. Ia o plăcintă. Yes, altă viață. Și o roșie. Nu o să vorbim cu Griff. În Griff ne trimite să facem niște chestii neplăcute, am impresia.
Worse than war rations, these.
Să vorbim cu Nusi.
Let me guess. You're here for a match. Don't know what you heard, but they won't take it easy on you just 'cause you're an elf.
You should hope not. If they, whoever they are, wish to remain undigested.
Ha! That's the spirit. Down the hatch then. Thorn will eat you up.
Cu altă ocazie. Poate n-ar trebui să perpetuăm și noi ideea de canibalism al elfilor. Poate. Hello. Bona.
Leave me. Go.
Necromance, parcă. Asta s-ar putea să fie folositoare pentru mine. Mosquito Swarm avem deja, Decaying Touch în același timp. Și asta e foarte bună, da? Cu altă ocazie. Noted Palora asks if she needs help.
You leave me be. Just.
Okay, fine. Hello, pisica, ai ceva de zis?
The cat's eyes are clouded.
What's going on?
Pisica nu ce nimic. Fantastic. Excelent chiar. Noi vă schimb. O să mă duc încă în partea la altă.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Keep it down, will ya?
Eh?
Hey, down here. You're a little light in your pack, ain't you? Who could blame you with the garbage they've got for sale round here?
N-ai ceva interesant? Are skill-uri adrenalină. Chloroform. Throwing knife, backlash, arc. O pălărie, Hilda's armor.
Beasts.
1 pe servență, 4 HP, 10 damage, aspire damage. 375. Alternativ scale armor. Am niște bani. Nu văd de ce n-aș profita de bani. Hai să luăm armura asta.
Worse than war rations, these.
Hilda doesn't think this breastplate comes in handy in a prison. Stop și selling it. Ok. 375, mânușile astea, de ce nu? Pantaloni de magician. Fine. Ce mai avem aici? Niște cizme. Ne trebuie ambele. Scale armor, că nu avem oricum. Ba, unul de noi are armură. Armura aia. Armura e mai bună. Dar n-am destui bani să iau asta. Avem mânușile astea, avem mânușile astea. Cum sunt mai bune. Ia-le pe toate. Abstinence. Mai interesant. One-handed. Improvised staff. Iau măciucă. Ok. Interesant, dar neinteresantă. Okay. Ce avem de vândut pe aici? Aș putea să pun banii, în același timp aurul mă refer. Aurul. Banii. În același timp, sunt cam preferit să vând toate chestiile astea care nu trebuie deocamdată. Prea multe chestii care le colecționezi doar pentru... Prea multe chestii care le colecționezi doar pentru... crafting. Și cred că n-am niciun chef să stau de crafting. Asta nu trebuie. Pantalonii ăștia sunt mai buni, deja am luat. Sunt un pic mai buni. Avem scutul. Îl ținem în caz că luăm cineva care o să fie fighter. Tank. Avem un arc mai bun, care dă finețe. Un cuțit, deja avem abstinență. Un cuțit, un băț, un topor. 4, 5, 5, 7. Spari. Spari. Nu o să folosesc și o travă atât de multă. Grenăzi. Nu deocamdată.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Nu deocamdată. Scroll de rezurecție în schimb îl ținem. Ăsta ne trebuie. Fireball îl ținem. O tonă de chestii care nu mai atrag atât de mult.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Chopfish. It smells like hell, but it tastes like not starving to death. Textul jocului ăsta e de asemenea excelent. Hai, pune aia. Într-una de zile trebuie să opresc să bea una din astea. Fine. Să stăm să bem una, să vedem fiecare ce face. Hai, dă restul de bani. Cool. Era și un coif acolo, am uitat complet.
Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means.
Won't Griff be angry to see you selling to me, an elf?
Boss don't mind where the gold comes from, long as he gets his cut. Have a look, why don't you? Your cash is plenty good here.
What sort of special means are you talking about?
Let's just say folks leave here, but they don't seem to take their effects. Maybe I happen to know where everything ends up.
Something sounds off about your offer.
Fend for yourself then, Twiggy. I'll take what I want after the Reds get to you anyway.
Whoops.
Haven't got shanked through the gills yet?
Am făcut alegere.
Hey! You're a little light in your trunk, ain't you? Who can blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff boss don't mind where the gold comes from. Long as he gets only the finest, you know.
Mhm. S-a supărat pe mine. S-a supărat pe mine. Că am pus întrebări. Ok, avem echipament. Avem niște mânuși superioare. Arată măcar mai puțin urâte decât celelalte. Sortează, te rog. Avem... cizme. 2, 4, 1. 4, 1. Wow, chiar avem cizme. Chiar avem cizme care arată ca elfi. Ok, s-ar putea să avem și noi armură normală. Avem de asemenea mânuși mai bune iar. În continuare, 14, cool. Avem armura asta. Aia în schimb arată oribilă pe noi. Oribilă, oribilă. Da, eu l-a prins, poate arată mai bine pe el. Așa ar trebui să arate armura, să protejeze pieptul, jocule. Fine. Punem pe noi. Acolo. 2. Asta. 1, 2. Mânușile. 1, 4.
I've got that special shit he was asking after.
Got it?
Fustă. Albastră. Fantastic. Deci cel mai de temut inquizitor de aici, ce știți voi? Dar să le vedem dintr-o... Nu, că ar conta, dar... Nu contează la cine sunt capaz vers.
If a magister finds us on you, you forget my name,
Ok. N-avem o pălărie, dar nu cred că ne trebuie o pălărie deocamdată. Cred că cu ce avem destul să facem un stil. Ok, Griff, ce vrei?
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
Ce e sânge la cartofilie? Puțină de vizibilitate, interesant.
What?
Are you in charge here?
Who's asking?
Fellow, I've heard you can help me.
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light, watching it glint.
I'm listening.
I heard you're a good friend to have. And is there anything I can help you with?
He points the tip of his blade at the grisly sight of the elf hunched over, clutching his knees in the cage.
I solve my own problems.
What do you know about the Magister and their cure for sorcerers?
Oh, they'll cure you of your sauce. Nightshade will cure you of an headache too.
I'm looking for a way out of this place.
Can't help you there. If I could, I wouldn't be here peeling goddamn potatoes.
I'm interested in trade.
Sure, have a look. Good stuff, huh?
No, no chiar. Ok, pa. Există un elf într-o peșteră, într-o pușcă. Hello, Amiro.
Leave him be. Don't make me say it again.
Listen, I can help you if you just...
Shut up, elf.
This elf seems badly injured. Why is he being held here?
This clown? Caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist.
What he's meant to have stolen?
Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet.
Now, I'll find your stolen supplies and you will free Amiro.
Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
Wonder if you'd really kill a man over a few pieces of fruit.
Ain't been here long, have ya? No one gets to have it all. No one starves anyone else.
He twirls his knife between his fingers.
Divine's gone. This blade is the only god watching over Fort Joy.
Very well. O idee interesantă. Cascade.
An elf, caked in mud and blood, looks up at you from the bottom of the cage. He holds his shoulder at a strange angle. Despite his condition, he appears eager for your attention.
Ow.
You believe what he says? That I am a thief?
Do you have an alternate account for why you're locked up?
Perceptive. Like most men behind bars, I'm innocent. Like most of us here on the island, in fact. Aren't you like me, looking for a way out?
Shake your head. You're just having a look around.
Too bad. I think maybe we help each other.
What do you have in mind?
I know a way out. I show you. And you help me out of here. I cannot die in this cage.
How can you trust him to hold up his end of the bargain?
Trust is all we have here. I do not counterfeit. I have honor.
Agree. This arrangement sounds good for you both.
Finally. Progress. Griff releases me if he sees I do not have what he misses. You must find who steals them. After I am free, you are free.
Ask if he knows why Griff is so hell-bent on getting these particular supplies back.
Griff is a powerful man. Power is mysterious, in case you haven't noticed.
Do you have any idea who took the supplies?
I see no one. In fact, I only hear the sound of Griff clearing his throat. You know how he does? Like so. For some time, I think Griff takes his own supplies. But I see the anger in him that he does not find it. He truly does not find what he seeks.
What were you doing snooping around Griff's kitchen anyway?
I intend no harm. I want only some provisions. A bit of bread, a potato or two. Nothing Griff should be loath to give. I need to escape, and I have people to consider. You understand?
I understand.
Thank you. And hurry. Please.
Okay, Griff. Hilde.
Haven't got shanked through the gills yet?
Damn it. That's the blood
Perhaps
from
it goes
Români.
bleeding dwarves.
Still on your feet, eh? Glad
I'm
to
looking.
hear it.
I'm
Feel
looking.
free to take a gander at the stock, if you're so inclined.
I'm looking for Griff's missing supplies.
Fella in that cage is the thief. Stashed the oranges somewhere before he was caught. If you believe that.
I gather you don't.
I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels, worms. That fella's square as a pavestone. If he's the thief, I'll eat my boots.
Any idea who the real culprit might be?
Sure do. Ask me. It'd have to be one of those sad sacks that's always hanging around Griff looking for favours.
She darts her tongue out of her mouth like a snake.
Some folks, and some reptiles, will do anything to get his attention. I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels, worms. That fella's square as a pavestone. If he's the thief, I'll eat my boots.
Yeah, I'll take
Sure
my
you
leave.
don't want to have a look at my stock before you go? I was serious about what I said. Everything in my pack's been got by special means.
Aye. Ok, Griff, putem să vorbim ceva cu tine iar?
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
I have a deal to discuss.
You already know the terms. Nothing else to say.
Da, vreau să am te
I've
întreb.
got that special shipment you was
Nosy?
Not scared, are ya?
Da. Nu, cu altă ocazie nu ducem jos. Cu altă ocazie. Dacă n-ar fi altă ocazie, nu s-ar mai fi povestit. Mai, cine e pe aici? Butter.
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around Griff. I'm watching you.
Anything I need to know about this Griff character?
Well, he runs this place and everyone in it, including you. Better to make yourself useful to him if you're stuck here anyway. That's what I did.
Aha, tu ce ai? Chestii de ranger. Ai altceva de zis?
Move along.
Ok. Tu interoghează.
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around Griff. I'm watching you.
Do you like what you see?
Ha! Cheeky. What's your name?
Tell her your name and ask for hers.
I'm Butter. Nice to meet you.
Mm. How'd you get involved with Griff Talk? She doesn't seem the type for shakedowns and skull bashing.
You think? I was raised by the whip, and I'm not afraid to use one either, especially not in here. Joining up with Griff's the closest thing you can get to security around here. Family, too. Till the Reds take you, anyway.
You'd rather find solace with someone special than a gang of thugs.
There's a gap between what we want and what we can have, isn't there? Here more than anywhere else.
Tell her you're dead serious about it. When you find a way out, she should come with you.
She laughs. The sound fills the air like the ringing of a bell.
Now, wouldn't that be something? Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and a connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you meet me again in Arcs?
Express surprise that she show interest in Lizard.
I don't care where you come from. Don't even care who you are, but I feel a connection, don't you? So, you'll meet me? These strange times can't last forever. You'll meet me then.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Absolutely nothing could keep you from it.
She leans forward
me
and
from it.
grazes your cheek with her lips.
Until then, nice and slow.
She smiles and gives you a long, meaningful look.
Soon!
Soon. Throw close and whisper that you don't want to wait that long.
Her eyes flutter. She answers in a low voice.
Mora de curiozitate,
Can't
vreau să
change
știu.
that now, I'm afraid. No matter how much I want to. And oh, do I want to.
Ok. Am găsit-o. Avem o întâlnire pentru șopârlă. Waltz. Waltz. Yeah.
You, elf. What you heard about a crate of stolen supplies. And don't you lie to me now.
I'm also looking for the stolen crate.
If I did, I wouldn't give them up to you. Griff sent me, not you.
Actually, I'm working on Griff's behalf.
Look, I'm Griff's right hand, and I'm gonna find that crate, and you're gonna watch me hand it over to him.
Dacă zici tu. Ok, am avut foarte multe de spus. Extrem de multe.
Hands out your pockets now. What do you want now?
Uh,
Make it quick.
I'm looking for Griff's stolen supplies.
This boss trusts you to find something for him. You better not disappoint him. You won't like him when he's disappointed.
Yeah, strange that Griff is so angry about some missing fruit.
Yeah, bosses are awful passionate about citrus. They can't get enough of the stuff.
Suspicios, foarte suspicios. Why don't you seem concerned about Griff's missing items?
Boss will be fine. He's got himself in a fit state now, but as soon as another shipment comes in, he'll be right as rain.
Have you heard anything about the culprit?
You mean that guy in the cage? Oh, I don't associate with elves. Fella says he's innocent, but you know how they lie.
Oh, da, așa ne place să mințim constant, n-ai de. Pa.
Here's the goods. like you wanted.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Pentru cineva care face waypoint. Hello, Aubrey. Aubrey, de ce ai două cuțite? Doing well, how about you? Cred că asta e pusă dintr-un mod. Aha. Why would I want to donate? Fine. Okay. Who are the... Oh my god. Da, ne upgradează itemele, ba.
You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Hello, Lofe.
Hey, I know you.
Yep.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube, and you were you. Glad to see you made it.
Yay.
Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape?
I fell in the water and were nearly lost.
Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I mean.
Avoid answering. Ask if she heard something unusual.
No. I mean, not more unusual than usual. It's just, I thought maybe you...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks.
Gently call out to her and ask if she's alright.
Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
We were discussing the shipwreck. Just ignore situația și o dispare.
Oh, yeah. It was a shipwreck, all right. Not much more to say about it, I guess. Papa Joris used to tell me, Losa, he'd say, Losa, you ever find yourself in a sinking ship, follow the rats. They'll find you a way out.
Mă îndoiesc.
Applies to a lot of situations, actually. Vermin tend to know what's what.
Ask if she can explain what she was doing just a moment ago.
Ah, it's nothing really. It's just, I'm just a bit hospitable.
Waggle a rakish eyebrow and ask if she's implying you should make yourself at home.
Ha! What I mean is, look, you've never been a host, right? That's because you're like a clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied.
Who or what were you hosting a few moments
Now,
ago?
isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. Maybe a spectre, but I wouldn't bet money on it. So, how are you enjoying the joy?
Well, the Magister hold me in. Something about being a danger to yourself and society.
Yeah, same story here. Reckon in my case, they might actually be right, though. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that.
Sounds like a good idea.
It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if, when, push comes to shove. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be?
Okay, arcane arts.
Don't know if you could tell, but mysticism's kinda my speciality. Let's get into the nitty-gritty while we're at it. What sort of magic are you interested in?
Un cleric ar fi ok, dar am înțeles că clericul e mediocru și melee. Enchanter, witch, drain the life of the enemies. Avem deja necromanție, eu, nu foarte bună, dar există. Elemental powerhouse, a wizard, conjurer, someone who can summon aid at the battlefield. Poate. Ok, să fiu eu ca tankul. O să fie elf apropos de poate asasin sau vedem. O să mai avem pe cineva poate ca tank. Fine, cleric.
Sounds fine. So, we're good to go?
M-am răzgândit.
I know the feeling.
Putem să schimbăm oricum, nu? Da.
Sounds fine. So, we're good to go?
Yep.
Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead the way.
Cool. Da, nu trebuie să știu. Pam, pam, param. Echipamentul los e inexistent. Nu trebuie să le dau, pot să le pun de la mine. Da. Clericul e mele de asemenea. Hello?
Dear one, help me teach this beast. He must respect.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff, especially not one of you.
Stand beside Ifan and tell the thug to back off.
Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing up your combined threat.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you. You ain't worth the sweat of my brow anyhow.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
Ok.
There is a safe place.
Ceva s-a întâmplat totuși. Abandăs. Party crap. Ok. Primul rol are un hothead, un genius, pet panel 50. While you are at max in vitality, hothead grants you an extra 10% critical, blah blah blah. All skilled up, immediately gives you one extra combat ability point and one extra civil ability. Ok, să luăm asta. Vrem. Necromancer. Hydro. Vitality, healing, mage armor. Ok. O să cred că o să restez, îmi place să am... Alternativa aș putea să fiu eu și clericul în prima linie și restul să fie magicieni, poate? Sau arcaș și magician, poate din nou. Partnering 8, eh? Maxim. Telechineză, Lore Master. Facem pe ea telekinetică. Bun, stai, unde a fugit elful? Am uitat la altceva, am văzut acolo niște reputații pierdute cu Lohi, la un moment dat. Asta vreau să caut, de fapt, am și uitat ce vreau să caut. Damn it, toate astea mă încurc complet. Dacă există pe undeva reputații între mine și personajele astea, nu le văd. Hello, Ilfan.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the ship here with me, weren't you?
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours.
Smile, reach out a hand to shake
He
his.
grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it, hard.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours.
Okay.
I've just got a small errand to run, and then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
Said the thugs were afraid when he mentioned lone wolves. What are they?
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job.
You're keen to get out of here. How does he think that will happen?
The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but I'll wager it'll be no worse than what'll happen if we stay put. 2 heads are better than 1, and when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
Nod.
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need?
Wayfarer. N-am idee ce e un wayfarer, dar ok, whatever.
Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Right you are. Lead the way.
Era și unul unde puteam să iau pe toți 6 în party. S-ar putea să ne instalez. S-ar putea să ne instalez. Acum, majoritatea caracterilor mi se pare interesante. Un pic damage mai puțin, dar primești în finețe. Ia și mânușa asta. Dă-i armura la cleric. Clericul are nevoie de armură. Prea mulți mele. Cred că o să iau modul care îmi dă 6 oameni în party. Aș că vreau să văd toate poveștile tuturor ăsta și eu nu sunt genul de om care... Am pierdut elful complet. Nu sunt genul de om care rejoacă jocurile doar să vadă ce alte situații. Da, cred că o să pun modul ăla. Elodie! A văzut cineva unde a fugit Elodie? Elodie! Crap. Paraget. Magistratul Iaro. Hai. Tu ești lângă mine, tu ești acolo sus. Tu faci level up. Fă-ți butoanele greșite de fiecare dată. Arrow, recovery, genius, pet pearl, all skilled up. Bigger and better. Glass cannon, gladiator. Living armor. Toate chestiile astea sunt interesante pe aici. Dar hai să mergem cu... Bigger and better. 2 puncte de atribute imediat. Ok. Presimt că o să regrei că nu le pun, dar ok. Inteligență... Ce știi tu să faci? Outlaw, soldier, human... Capa? Are elemental arrowheads, pin down, fossil strike... Wolf... Encourage... Fine. Hai, vezi că asta ce e? Inteligență, geomancer, pin down, finețe. Dar nu trebuie să investim în doar aia și gata. It's fine, it's fine, toate bine. Kana.
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay down the lore on that elf. Your kind stick together like stink on garbage, don't you?
Hai, mi se pare un pic de desfătătoare, dar de ce nu? Should have a quizzical look. Isn't she a sorcerer too? Isn't everyone in for join? Avem 3 opțiuni. Da, elfii stă împreună. E bine să fii bun și a fi ajutat pe oricine sau aș felicita sorcery. Say it has nothing to do with your kind. You would have helped a human too.
I'm sure you would have.
Bine, atâta.
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay the law down on that elf. Why do you want to help one of them?
I don't believe in us in them.
Then you're in the wrong place. We run this joint, Griff's people, and we don't cozy up to oddballs.
Okay, serios.
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay the law down on that elf. Why do you
Shrug.
want to help one of them?
Doar pentru că ești Ifan, shrug. No point explaining, she wouldn't understand.
You watch yourself.
Ok, și o părlă, ce știi tu?
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow
Asta
not
vreau
to lay
să-
down the law on that elf. Anything for a fellow sorcerer, isn't that right?
See? Sorcerer. Shoot the quizzical look. Isn't she a sorcerer too? Isn't everyone for joy?
Sure, I got a little source in me, but I'm a human. We're trying to save Rivellon from source, even when it's in our own bellies. It's the rest of you that are causing all this chaos.
Da, cu siguranță noi suntem de vină de toate problemele lumii. Noi ne oamenii, ok. Hai, poți să stai pe caracterul meu, te rog? Deborah, hai să vorbim.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
Ok. Are chestii interesante pe aici. Quick settings. How to speak with animals. Toată lumea poate să facă asta de la noi, am impresia. Da. Interesant că puteam să găsim cartea asta. Inel, 3 magii armură, 175 de bani. Avem bănuți? Doar că vreau să fac crafting. Vreau să fac crafting off camera. Că altfel înnebunesc. Elemental, totem. Ce e asta? Summoning, Roland parcă era pe summoning. Părea interesant. S-ar putea să iau pe cineva să fie summoner. Doar să avem mai multă carne de tun. În același timp, dacă avem 6, punem modul de 6 și aproape sigur o să pun modul de 6. Pentru că n-am niciun interes să nu văd poveștile celorlalte și n-am niciun interes să mă uit la alții care se joacă 1000 de ore jocul ăsta. Path of the Tyrant, e interesant. De mine, Elu.
And what you after?
You seem pretty handy, but perhaps you can sell me something useful. Alternative. I'm new around here. I would like to make your acquaintance.
Get bent.
Ok, poate nu. Cercăm cu 2.
A grin cracks her stony face.
Sure thing.
Ok. What are you making?
I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself. For those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something?
Can't you get your hands on one of those contraptions? They seem pretty dangerous.
Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I.
Verificam că am pus pe multe când am tușit.
Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
What do you remember of Dallas?
Oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul, quiet, loved her family. Always seemed strong as I recall, but she didn't come across as no fearless military leader back then. She was just a girl. People do change, don't they?
Was it Dallas who invented this god-awful collar?
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions?
I sense you know more than you're letting on. My collar is tight and ask if you could loosen it a bit.
For you? Hell no.
And who might be worthy of her services?
Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might earn my time of day. Speaking of, you haven't. So buy or shove off.
Bye-bye. În același timp, cu 6 oameni pe hartă o să fie foarte aglomerat. Buro! Mai vrei să vorbim, Buro?
You're kinda getting too big for your boots, you know? Bloody cavies. Ought to keep out of our hair if you don't want to pay for the pleasure.
What do you mean by cavi?
You're kind. And the dwarves and lizards besides. Those of you that see the whole realm eaten up by the void woke before you change your ways.
Ok. Bizar. Hai să
Say
vorbim.
what you will about the divine order. Say what you will
Da,
about
da, am vorbit cu tine.
Move
Magistratul.
along, eh? Don't want to get the Atusa treatment myself.
Ce poate? Oh, de acolo am venit. Acolo am venit? Da, de acolo am venit.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
What? Ce? Cine? Cum? Ok. Los!
Hey. Hi.
Nu pot să văd reputații, nimic. Ok. Pam, param, pam, pam.
It's time to accept reality.
Nu ai nevoie altcineva. Nebone e acolo, Griff e aici. Amiro e aici. Fuck, am pierdut-o complet pe elfa aia. Rezic, am vorbit cu Rezic? Cred că am vorbit cu
I
Rezic.
fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all.
Da, da, da. Oh, un dwarf.
50 bottles of tears, oh. Say, I don't know any elvish ditties. Got nothing spicy enough to keep my mind off this place for a few bars.
You try to remember an English song called Elder Flower, but the exact tune and lyrics escape you.
Don't break your head there now. Been that long since you've been home, has it? Yeah, pity. Pity.
Pity, pity. Scuze și la toți.
Ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? They're all I got left after your buddies were through with me.
So the void woken are attracted to souls.
You're not one of the brutes harassing people here.
That's so. You look just like them. But then again, I never was the best at telling your kind apart. No harm intended, of course.
Asiți peste tot. Peste tot. Șopârlă. În acțiune.
I don't know any ancient empire ditties. Got nothing spicy enough to keep my mind off this place for a few bars.
Tell him that as a lizard prince, the tunes you know are used to control slave folk like himself. Such power is not for him to know.
Blimey, must be real fun parties you throw back home. Slave folk like myself, eh? Go kiss a rat's behind, why don't you?
Scriu dacă e fan altceva.
Ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? They're all I got left after your buddies were through with me.
Tell the dwarf to keep his pants on. By all means.
Right kind of you, my friend. I've grown quite attached to him over the years. Well, almost literally in this filthy place.
Îmi place dwarful ăsta. Acum că mă gândesc, tot nu o să am destul pentru toți oamenii în party-ul ăsta. Așa că șopârla o să fie pusă pe margine. Avem încă un elf, încă un dwarf, încă un undead de luat. Și chiar dacă avem 6 oameni. Complicată situația. Prea mulți oameni cu care vrem să interacționăm. Prea mulți membri ai echipei pe care vrem să avem în acțiune. Dar poate nu pun modul și doar stau cu 3 după mine și schimb cum e nevoie de ei, poate. Unde naiba sunt? Și unde mă duc?
That's what happened, isn't it?
Bleeding snake.
Eh?
No, let's not get nasty. Greet's better off, I'm sure.
Keep her name out your mouth, how about?
Easy now, old chap. It isn't my fault she's dead. Gods. The smell, though.
I'm gonna give you one more chance to shut that ugly mouth of yours.
Goodness, but this place has made you cranky. Perk up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
Leave me be, Sam.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Come, old chap. Don't be unreasonable. Better even to puke yourself to death than get purged, don't you think? You should be happy for Greed.
What did you say?
That's what happened, isn't it?
Hai să repetă. Hello!
Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not him, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on.
Might I help you settle this argument?
Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
Da, hai naiba de comuniști. Ah, magistrații, nu comuniștii, da.
A flat smile twitches across Balladeer's lips.
She never did like you.
Oh.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
Am avut dreptate. I would have done the same.
He nods at you and turns back to his handiwork. He lines up another nail and hammers it into the panel.
Ai niște cuie de vânzare? Eu. Alright. Ok.
Wouldn't know a thing about you and I, Gretty.
Un arigne în partea asta înaltă. Un margo. Septată in effet. Both. Alternativ putem să luăm 8, dar 8 e prea mult să avem în luptă. Cu 6 mă descurc în ideea de... Nu mai gândesc. Nu mai gândesc dacă pun 6 sau 5 sau niciunul. Hello! M-am găsit pe Zebe cu ocazia asta. Cava divers. Hotărâm data viitoare. Am zis că fac o oră, dar 52 de minute e ok. Nu mai gândesc. Măcar 6. Măcar 6. Măcar 6. Poate 6, I don't know. Poate 8. Și că am vrea să văd toată povestea lor, dar să fiu cu o trupă de o după mine devine complicat și jocul ăsta e balansat pentru o parte de parte, din câte țin minte. Mă mai gândesc între videouri. Mulțumesc de Vareș. Când revenim, vă spun decizia. Dacă vă place ce vedeți, lăsați un like. Și jocul ăsta merge greu. Ce să zic? Merge greu. Asta e jocul. Asta e faza cu RPG-ul de genul și stilul meu de joc. De asta n-am prea vrut să le fac. La stream merge mai ok, că da, stream putem să vorbim, dar să vă uitați la o oră, mă plin o parte în alta și ascult dialog. Nu știu dacă vi se pare vouă interesant. Hai, dacă vi se pare interesant, lăsați un comentariu. Anunțați-mă că vi se pare interesant. Anunțați-vă interesul în seria asta și în continuare. Oh, zi bună de varăși!